Man, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and anyone else a part or in between or not part of them. We got a new draft league. Listen, man, I couldn't stay away forever. I couldn't go hiatus forever. We got a short little season with us this time. This is the Meloetta Draft League, the MDL, if you will. And we're going in my favorite format, low tier, kind of mid tier, fake low tier. And we just so happen to be in the, there's like a few different divisions. We're in our Periote division, Period. I think that's like for Meloetta Period. I think it's like two other division as well. I don't remember the names. A few names that we know. But let's be honest. It's only 5 weeks, and we're here to just win. We see Ty of one of our first opponents week 1, which is why I have it all up screen. But I also have the minds. I wanted to do like a very small draft analysis of like why I picked who I picked for my picks. I wanted to use the one that had the points on there, but honestly it looked kind of clunky. So I decided to use this format instead. So we got the wheel pick, which is fortunate and unfortunate because of the fact that there were some mons in the low tier that I definitely wanted that was not able to get. Biggest example, Skelly Dirge. I really wanted to get. I was thinking about getting a Skelly Dirge, but I didn't really mind getting it. So really and truly, my first reasonable pick was low kicks. But I was looking through the doc and I saw this mon. I was like, Crocolore was 2 points. 2 points. And they allowed Terra with no Terra attacks. So I had to pick up Crocolore first. Crocolore is insanely fat. Like, that mon does not die. You thought the Skeletor doesn't die? This mon doesn't die. It doesn't get access to Torch Song, sadly. But it still just does. It just still sits in front of everything. He's one of our 3 Terra types in Fire, Steel, Water. And I wanted to get low kicks because like low kicks seemed like the best option in terms of all the mons that were in like 12 points. I didn't really care about getting usually I don't care about getting mons like 12 points or higher. Just because of the fact that I didn't really think that I needed it because there was some 11-point mons I really liked, but like low kicks in the low tier is incredible. Like you showed me a switch in to low kicks. Well, some of them are here actually, but yeah, low kicks is not a fun Pokemon to prep against because Tinted Lens just hits everything extremely hard for no reason. I wanted to be able to get some sort of like ground resistance, but also spin block. This is why I got Sinistra, and I got Cyclozar afterwards because we got wheel picks. So I picked them back to back. Sinistra is one of the best mons in low tier. It is extremely fat, naturally, and has a disgusting special attack stat. Doesn't really have much of a move pool, but it doesn't need one. Like this thing gets set up. This thing gets I think this thing does get Willow. It gets Taunt. It gets a lot. It gets some pretty nice things. And my most excited mon to use in the second most excited mon to use in this draft is Cyclozar. Now, Shed Tail's banned, obviously. And I wanted something that not only would be a fast rapid spinner, but also just a fast mon in general that would be reliable. Regen, amazing ability. Surprisingly strong. And like it gets U-turn anyway, so like even if I don't need to, that's fine. Like it also has like it could also get in setup as well. A lot of these mons, I think almost every single one of these mons, yeah, every single one of these mons can set up to some degree. Besides like Crocolore, but Crocolore just needs setup. Crocolore is mainly literally just gonna sit on things. I got Tentacruel as for another rapid spinner because we're the grand rapid spinners. All right, we gotta have two rapid spinners. That's not always the case, but I always like to have two rapid spinners, and I haven't ever been able to use Tentacruel in Draft League, and at least in Wi-Fi Draft League, and I'm very excited to use Tentacruel because it's fast, it's naturally bulky, it gets access to toxic spikes, flip turn, haze, guaranteed toxic as well. It is surprisingly can pack a punch with special moves. I think he's got like 70 attack. Like that's not really an attack I would really worth investing in. But Tentacruel, I'm really excited to use Tentacruel. Orform's just cheating. Like I'll be honest, Orform is literally just cheating. I actually didn't tell you the rest of these points. So low kicks was 12 points, Finisher was 8 points, Cyclozar was 10 points, Tentacruel was 9 points, and Orform was 8 points. Orform at 8 points in this league specifically is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous because this mon gets rocked, it gets rocked, it gets spikes, it gets set up, it gets again Shedtail's banned, which is funny because I grabbed two mons that usually run Shedtail that are banned. It also has Earth Eater, so it's immune to ground types. Counter attacks, and I have pretty okay ways to deal with fire types. Cause like I literally have like 3 Pokemon already. I have Crocodile, Sinistcha, and Tentacruel to take fire attacks from Earthworm, and actually it pairs really well with Tentacruel because it can also take fighting attack as well. It just can't take electric types attacks, which is fine. Mudsdale, we have another rocker so that Earthworm doesn't have to rely on just himself to get hazards up, and it's bulky. It actually hits really hard. Like I recently learned that this thing hits really fucking hard. So, but I'm interested in using that. Now my favorite mod to use on this draft specifically that I want to use is Flamigo. I have not had the opportunity to get Flamigo just because of the fact that like Flamigo never really fit the team well, or at least in most of the times I build the team. But like to me, this team really does well with Flamigo. Ghost types are not an issue because of Scrappy. So there's like almost no. There's only a few type combinations in the game that can handle both fighting and flying. Stabs, but also be able. I mean, we still get coverage moves, but we get throat chop, we get lunge. Like it's kind of insane of what Flamigo is. And I'm very excited to use it. Glaceon's our next tier captain, going Ice, Ground, and Fairy, and I wanted a mon that would be bulky enough to be able to take hits and be able to dish them out as well. Glaceon does fit that role because Glaceon's highest stat is 130 special attack, which people don't really realize that. Also, Mudsdale was 9 points, Flamigo was 8 points, Glaceon was 2 points. So Ice Ground, really good typing, barely anything, especially in low tier. Wants to switch in to Ice and Ground, and Fairy just a really good defensive typing. Now, I'm very surprised I was able to get Hatterene for 11 points near the end of the draft, because one thing that really lacked on this team was a Fairy. There are some prominent dragons in this league, like Drees has Flygon, Nikki has Duraludon. Is the only dragons I see? Regardless, those two dragons are kind of scary to deal with. Yeah, those are the only two dragons. So I wanted a way to like actually be able to deal with them without like having terror, but also like a mon that could just like do things on its own. And Hatterene fits that role perfectly because not only is it a Trick Room setter, so I can set up Trick Room for Sinistcha, Orphan, or Mudsdale, or Glaceon if I really wanted to run slow, or Crocodile. But also just be able to deal damage if I need to, be defensive if I need to. With magic bounce, there's barely any way that any of my opponents will be able to get hazards because I have two rapid spinners and one magic bouncer. I don't have a defogger, but I don't really need one. And then we got Raichu. I wanted something that was like a little fast, but like not as fast as cycles are. Because like the only mons I think I had were Tentacruel and Cyclizar were the only ones above 100. I think Raichu's like 110, and like that's pretty good honestly for me. We have to use Terra. Because if we didn't have to use or the same type, because if we didn't, then Electric would not be a Terra type would pick. But we have Water Fairy. Water Fairy is just it's just really good defensive typings. Water because of Lightning Rod, so they only get hit with Grass type attacks. And Fairy. Now I don't know if it's going to be Water Fairy for the rest of the season because I might want to change that. But other than that, yeah, these are your Grand Rapid Spinners. I'm very excited to use all these mons because I've used all. Sinister is the only Pokemon I have used on this team, so using this team is gonna be really nice. As you can see, the week schedule, it's probably gonna be like a week from today when this is uploaded. So maybe it'll probably be uploaded either Friday or Friday. So either the day after I record this, or it's gonna be recorded on Saturday, or it's gonna be recorded next week. It really depends because of holidays and whatnot. Because I have a lot of things going on during a lot of things going on during the holidays. But check out all these guys' YouTube. I'll probably have it in the description. At least I'm gonna attempt to. And yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a really fun season because I love low tier. Low tier is one of my favorites in terms of draft league. And I'm so excited to go 4-0 and win this draft league. Good luck.